Hello friends, welcome to today's video. In this video, we are going to discuss the data analytics technical interview questions and answers. Okay, so the top 20 of the most important questions we are going to discuss, and we'll be sharing the tips how to crack the data analytics technical interview. Okay, so let's start the session, the video. Okay, so let's see which is the first question. Okay, the first question is, what are outliners and how to handle outliners? Okay, so an outlier value is an abnormal observation that is very much different from other values belonging to the set. Identification of the outlier values can be done by using univariate or some other graphical analysis method. There are two popular ways of treating the outlier values. One is to change the value so that it can be brought within a range. The next one is to simply remove the value. Now let's move on to the next question. What are data cleaning? So data cleaning or data cleansing is the process of detecting or correcting corrupt or inaccurate records from a record set, table or database, and refers to identifying incomplete, incorrect, inaccurate or irrelevant parts of data and then replacing, modifying or deleting the irrelevant data. So this is all about data cleaning or data cleansing. Now let's move on to the next question. What is data analysis? Data analysis means it is a process of inspecting, cleansing, transforming and modeling data with the goal of discovering useful information, informing conclusions and supporting the decision making. Now the next is the collect data. The data is collected from different sources and is stored so that it can be cleaned and prepared. The next is the analyze data. Once the data is prepared, the next step is to analyze the data. A model is run continually for improvements. Then the model is authenticated to check whether it fulfills the business requirements. The next is the create reports. Lastly, the model is executed and then reports are created and forwarded on to the stakeholders. Now let's move on to the next question. What is the difference between data mining and data profiling? Data mining is the process of discovering patterns in large datasets involving methods at the intersection of machine learning, statistics and database systems. Data profiling. Data profiling is the process of examining data available from an existing information source and collecting the statistics or informative summaries about their data. It mainly focuses on sharing valued information on data features such as data type, frequency, etc. So this is the difference between the data mining and data profiling. Now let's move on to the next question. What are the best practices for data cleaning? Sort the data by characteristics of data. For large data sets, split them into small data. Clean those data stepwise. Arrange data by projected frequency and detect the most common problems. Analyze the summary for every column. Keep track of every day's cleaning process to make changes or remove operations if required. Now this is the next question. What are the major issues faced while performing data analysis? Duplicate entries and spelling mistakes which will harm the data quality. Extracting data from a poor source may create a problem as it would require a lot of time to clean the data. Extracting data from various sources will differ in the representation. Integrating such data may create issues and it may take long time to clean such data. Inadequate data may lead to difficulty in performing analysis of data. The next one is what is pivot table. So a pivot table is a data summarized tool. Pivot tables are used to summarize, sort, reorganize, group, count, total or average data. It is simple to use as it requires dragging or dropping rows or columns headers to generate the reports. Now let's find out the different sections of the pivot table. So they are the values area, rows area, column area as well as the filter area. The next one is what is normal distribution. The normal distribution is a probability function that describes how the values of a variable are distributed, usually known as bell curve or Gaussian curve. Normal distributions measure how much values can vary in their means and in their standard deviations. So this is all about the normal distribution. Now the next one is state the difference between variance and covariance. Variance refers to the spread of a dataset around its mean value, while a covariance refers to the measure of directional relationship between two random variables. A covariance refers to the measure of how two random variables will change when they are compared to each other. How will you define the interquartile range as a data enlist? The interquartile range, a broad IQR, is just the width of the box in the box and the whisker plot. That is, IQR means what you have to do is you have to calculate Q3 minus Q2, and the IQR can be used as a measure of how spread out the values are. Is it possible to make pivot table using multiple sources of data? If the multiple sources are different worksheets from the same workbook, then you can use these multiple sources of data to make a pivot table. So this is the last question. What is the use of lookup function in the MS Excel? The lookup function is used to look in a single row or column and find a value from the same position in a second row or column. So that's all for today's video. I hope this video was useful for you guys. So if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to give your comments in my comment box. Okay, see you in the next video guys. Bye.